For the most part, yeah. We know teams are going to make runs. I mean, we're a team that makes runs a lot of times, but at the same time, just keep your composure. We try to go out there and beat Barrett Stevens. You know, he don't smile or look like he's mad at any point in time in the game. So you just got to keep your composure, stay level-headed throughout those runs, and try to capitalize on the offensive end, and also on the defensive end.
All right, we're back for part 2 here on the Garden Report, powered by Grandstand on CLNS Radio and Celtics blog. We're going to make this one a little bit shorter now. So Isaiah Thomas, huge game. By far the best player in this game, all due respect to Julian Okafor. He had 27 points. He had that in only 29 minutes on 10 for 19 shooting, and he went 1 from 6 from deep. So a decent three-point shooting night, and he's looking at a pretty monstrous game. Julian, I mean, it was exactly what you want to see out of this team.
It was. I mean, like we talked about in part 1, he comes off the bench, doesn't matter. He's the best player on this team, and he will be for, as long as this roster is intact. He came into the game after a bad start, sparked the team. He was scoring, it seemed like, from all over the court, although he only did go 1 of 6 from 3, but he was hitting a lot of jump shots and, as usual, attacking the rim a lot, getting free throws, 6 for 7 from the line, scoring in the paint. Like we talked about, Bradley and Smart cutting a lot in part 1. There were a couple plays where Thomas burned guys backdoor, cutting to the rim and got easy layups. So this is exactly what you want to see from Isaiah Thomas, your smallest player, going to the rim, leading the team. He led the charge tonight. He sparked I guess you can call it a little bit of a comeback because they were losing, but they came back and won this game. Thomas sparked it.
And I agree with what you said. I mean, that's going to be the story with him all year. Whether up or down, he's kind of like one of the spark plugs on the team. He's the guy that's going to put up the most shots on the team, and you can't be upset when that's the case. I mean, I know.
It wasn't even close.
No, it really wasn't.
Johnson, the next guy with 11.
Right, and I'm sure most of his, he had a couple of three-pointers, but I'm sure a lot of his are
he had a lot of missed taps.
Right, he had some missed taps
on the same play.
But Isaiah Thomas, I mean, I think he started the game 0 for 4, at least 0 for 4. It could have been even 0 for 5, but he's going to keep shooting. That's what he's getting paid to do. That's what Brad Stevens wants him to do. He's not in there to be, Avery Bradley or whoever's the defensive-minded guy first. He's the guy who's going to score you the points. If he's not putting up those shots, if he's not scoring, you guys probably aren't winning that game. So I liked what I saw at him tonight. 7 assists tonight too. He's not just staring at the rim all game. He's looking for the open man, and there's some people asking him like, I don't want to focus too much on just all the shots he takes, because I think he's trying to do the right thing. He's not just trying to shoot the ball every time he gets it, like some people are trying to make it seem. I think he's just trying to make the right play. If somebody's open, we'll try to get it to him. If somebody's like cutting, like we talked about in the first video, we'll try to get to them. But if not, you gotta like your chances with him shooting the ball over anyone else.
Yeah, I mean, he's Isaiah Thomas. It's not news that he tries to shoot the ball when he has the ball. So I think we can probably put that one to bed. Let's talk about one that was a bit of a surprise, or is becoming a surprise. Jared Sullinger, the disappointment at Media Day, is kind of slowly churned out of that kind of zone where we're starting to see that, yeah, he's looking pretty good. He's starting to get back to himself. Obviously, he needs to lose the weight, we say at least as the media, in order to ascend to being an all-star caliber power forward. But he's still a good player when he's healthy, and he looks healthy now, Jimmy. And he looked good tonight. I mean, it was a very efficient game for him.
No, he did look good tonight. I think he played 21 minutes, 12 and 7, I believe it was. And listen, tonight it was him. Tonight he was the guy off the bench. Zeller didn't have it going, and he got the call because Brad Stevens liked what he saw out of him in the preseason against Okafor. It could be anybody on Friday. It could be. It does say tonight tells me two things. One, that Sullinger, not that I thought this was the case, but he's not a lost cause. He's not like this overweight, just blubber of a human being, just like trying to play basketball and doesn't know what he's doing.
He's slightly better.
He knows how to play. Yeah, he knows how to play the game when he gets the time. Another thing it told me was Brad Stevens is going to be quick to make a change. If he sees something that he doesn't like, he knows that he has the depth on the team where he can say, ooh, who do I want to go in and fill in this fight? Oh, okay, well, let's try Sullinger this time.
Rub his chin just like that.
Yeah, just like that. If David Lee was having issues, maybe Amir Johnson comes in, or if Marcus
David Lee was
Smart
having some issues, and Amir Johnson came in.
Exactly. So whoever it may be, that's what's going to happen. If Marcus Smart's having an off night, maybe Isaiah Thomas comes in sooner. Whatever it's going to be, that's what it's going to be. And good for Sullinger for being ready for the call, because he did have a kind of a down preseason, or it looked like he was almost out of the rotation. So for him to get the call, he was ready for it and he answered the bell.
Totally agree. Sullinger had the matchup tonight that they wanted and came in. That didn't mean he was necessarily going to have a good offensive night. He came in to more play Okafor, and to his credit, he performed well. So, Sullinger is a good player. He's going to have these types of games.
That's a line that you can expect, I think.
He's also going to have games where, the opposing matchup is more of a Nerlens Noel type, who we also saw tonight. But, if that's the matchup that's dictated for Sullinger, then, maybe it's a little bit more of a Tyler Zeller night or something like that. So, like you said, this is going to be, there is no rotation. By game, the rotation is going to be determined by matchups, what's going on in the court, game flow. So, this is going to be a new team every night. So that's going to be something fun to watch all season.
All right, well, the show's going to be something fun to watch all season.
That too.
Thank you for that segue.
I hope so.
So we got to get out of here. For Julian Edlow of the DraftKings Playbook and WEI, for Jimmy Toscano of Comcast Sports and New England, I'm Jared Weiss of CLNS Radio. This has been the Garden Report. I want to thank our new sponsors, Grandstand, who are bringing a really cool element to the show that we wanted. So thank you very much. Tune in for Friday's game. They host the Toronto Raptors. We'll get to do a little bit more in-depth analysis for that one. Have a little, kind of get over the whole excitement over the regular season. Be sure to like this video. Watch this video multiple times to get our view counts up. Share it with your friends. If you're talking to your mom today, let her know the Garden Report was looking pretty good.
Just send her the link.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't tell her what it is.
Comment,
Click this.
post it on Reddit, post it on Facebook, post it on. Do people still use MySpace? Whatever. Share our show. Help us do well so that we can continue to invest in our new lighting system.
Nobody's listening anymore.
All right. I love you guys. We'll see you next one. Bye.
I just stick with what I know. I know at some point in time it's going to drop. I'm a guy that scores in bunches and makes plays in bunches, and I just need to see one go in. And my teammates like I continue to say, my teammates give me a lot of confidence, continue to keep shooting and continue to keep being aggressive, and that's what I'm doing out there. I'm just trying to do my job.